When you reflect back upon the last couple of years in society and all the machinations of the pandemonium, lockdown, etc., you'd be forgiven for thinking that the shadow side, the shadow state, is in control of everything, that it's controlling our lives, that it's controlling the energy, it's controlling the movement. In fact, this is not the case. And the risk is to disempower ourselves by projecting that outwards and giving them, handing the power over to them. Because in truth, what's actually happening is they are reacting to the shift, and the shift itself is driving what happens in the external. What do I mean by this? We need to take a much bigger perspective of what's actually going on. We need to go back to the time of Atlantis 12,000 years ago, because the Earth is engaged in great cycles with the sun and the galaxy. 12,000 years ago, there was also a very sophisticated civilization controlled by a shadow side with its head as the goddess Isis. And it had great technology and abundance, yes. It also had control and manipulation, subjugation, loss of sovereignty, and also manipulation of genes, hybridization. This was happening too, just as it is now. And back then, a solar micronova event irradiated the Earth with sun, light, and brought the then ice age to a rapid change, to a rapid melt within 3 days. So torrents, waves of water were released around the planet, and the civilization of the time was absolutely obliterated. It's the shift of energy, the cycles, the great cycles, that brought that to a conclusion. The same is happening again. We are 12,000 years from that point. And again, galactic, solar, and Earth pole shift cycles are driving a shift in energy and elevation of consciousness. Now, this may sound very esoteric. What has it got to do with the various machinations of the pandemic? Well, I believe we can see the consciousness of the planet, of the solar system, ascending through gateways, transitions through densities of consciousness. For example, the last 2 years, it's been moving through the physical plane, and it's been demanding, inviting sovereignty, for beings to reclaim sovereignty. And so it's projected into the outer this disempowering, illusionary agenda based on the pandemic, but inviting us to challenge the truth of that, form our own point of view based on what we understand, what we research, and then to really say, no, look, I don't believe in what you're projecting. I don't believe in what you're saying. I don't believe in this juxta-science, this juxtaposition of science that you've somehow created and projected on people. I don't believe in that. I have my truth, and I'm going to honor it. And that is about soul sovereignty. And that's what's been going on the last 2 years. Well, now the energy is moving through the second density, the plane of emotions. And this is inviting a great realignment. What does that mean exactly? Well, it's about soul-led decision-making in every given moment. Instead of going with the conditioning of the society, it is about tuning into your inner feelings, embodying authentic beingness, and allowing that to decide what you do in any given moment. So the energy is ascending through the plane of emotions, and that's going to create circumstances where we, humanity, are invited to step positively into our truth and only follow that which we feel coming through the soul. Exhale, moving down and back. Exhale, moving down and back. And so this is the great realignment. How do we partake in that shift? Well, there's a number of ways, but crucial is that you tune into the soul and feel it and go with it. Spontaneity is a real key. So the mind is about logicking a particular path, a particular decision, a particular route, whereas spontaneity is just allowing the flow to come through you. It's challenging all that conditioning, and as you follow the soul, it breaks it all down. Spontaneity is a key one. Feel the upwelling. Don't question it too much. Don't question where to go or what to do. As the soul comes through, as the soul tells you to jump, the first question is, how high? 3, 2, 1. That's the key about following the soul. So this is what we need to be doing in society now. It's going to confront you with every fear, anxiety, worry, concern, attachment. It's going to challenge every one of those, because the soul in its natural state is boundless and free, and that's what the universe wants for you.
Oi.
This is the Openhand dentist, Andy.
Not anymore, retired dentist.
I think you're going to be the Openhand comic.
I'll go where the flow takes me.
So that's how the energy is moving through. And you know what? It doesn't matter whether you consider it a spiritual shift or not. It really doesn't. It's a movement of consciousness that causes a feeling, a compulsion, a yearning within your being to go in a certain direction, come what may, whatever the cost.
Once you're in the flow, you cannot swim against the current, because it gets increasingly painful once you violate the flow. You've got to just like stretch and float with it.
And that's a crucial key to the following the soul as well. Whatever the apparent personal cost to the ego. And that's how we break the ego down. That's how we break the control down. That's how we go with soul-led decision-making and non-compliance with the old construct, which is now well past its sell-by date. I wish you well in that endeavor of feeling, embodying, and expressing the soul as it comes through. Let's join hands in the center. Right hand down, left hand up. Society is going through great realignment, we know this. We know it. So when you go back, carry this energy with you. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Keep it in your heart. Feel this connection, this beautiful rainbow triad. Carry it with you always, because you are part of a family. Worldwide. We're scattered to the winds a little bit, but it's a worldwide family. Don't forget that. That's more your family than, I have to say it, more than your biological family. Yeah. Probably most times. More so. And they're there for you in the ether all the time. Feel it, be with it, because we are ascending. No matter what the naysayers, no matter what the opposing consciousness of the society shadow does, we are ascending, and the planet is ascending with us. Nothing is going to stop it. Nothing. Think. Trust. Believe. So, a great realignment is happening in society. A beautiful family of rainbow souls is emerging out. 3, 2, 1. But we've got to work for it. The energy's moving in society, it's churning things up, breaking things down. Make no mistake, it's the energy that is driving all of this. Push out, over. Let's take our power back. Let's really learn how to follow the soul and the flow. Then it's going to be totally magical. Yeah. Wish you well in the shift. Here from Mexico. Adios, muchachos. I'm not very good at Spanish. Hasta luego. Know that one. See you again. Down the flow.